What's up, folks? Heavy Hitters Radio.
We back.
I'm so excited.
It's been a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So don't text me.
Since
Big
my
Gates.
birthday, maybe. My birthday.
It has
I
been
think
since
was the
your
last
it has
show.
been since your born day. Hey man, I tell you what, man. Heavy Hitters Radio Show. This is Moose, aka Big House.
Struggling.
What? Me?
The Big House is struggling.
I'm not struggling.
No, the actual Big House.
Shut up.
Zero state.
Anyway, we're here, man. I tell you what,
Yes.
man. We got the star of the show, the one, the only, LGZ Baku Jones S1 or something.
J1S, man.
I'm not sure how it goes, but you doing okay?
Life's good, man. Can't complain. Tired. Hanging in the 40 is it's real, man.
Welcome to the club, big boy.
It's been a while. Even when I was a bugman, I wasn't doing 40.
It's all good. Well, I'm glad you're here,
The
man.
bugman was doing about.
I'm glad you've joined us.
The bugman was doing about 20, 25, 30.
That's ridiculous.
But making hella bread. Yo, life was good back then.
Huh?
Yeah, I know. That's how it goes, man.
Now it's like actual 40.
Hey, we also got the lady of the show right here, man. She goes by Run EMC.
I'm so excited to be with you guys today. I even took a nap. I'm prepared for this.
Took a nap? Oh,
Yeah.
that's right, because you were occupied today.
Yeah, yes.
All right, so hey, man, Heavy Hitters
Sure
Radio
was.
Show, man. The name of today's show is
Vick in the Box.
Vick in the Box.
A box.
The box.
Vick in a Box? Oh,
Yes.
God.
Vick In A Box.
Yeah,
You might have to go over there so you can listen to her if you can sit right there.
Yeah.
Hey, man, so hey, I tell you what, man. So we in here. Obviously, today we're gonna have all the things that we always talk about. So we're gonna have GZ
Trump news.
Trump.
So much. He threw such a tantrum today.
Okay, I didn't even see it, man.
Oh my
We're gonna
gosh.
talk about impeachment.
I got to watch the tantrum happen in real time.
Outstanding. Hey, I tell you what, we're also gonna talk about
Racism.
I
You said we're talking about the staples of the show.
We always talk about it. That's
know,
true.
that's true.
And Jeezy got a hot take on racism.
So we're talking about a hot take, folks. Jeezy, what is that?
Basically, my hot take. You want to know what the hot take right
Well,
now?
just tell us what it is. So
Hot take is basically is an unpopular idea, comment, or suggestion.
Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it because I'm
Let's
not
hear it.
I'm not
Well,
gonna
listen,
teach
we got to run that news
We
coming
will.
up,
We sure will.
you. Bruiser
and the
review.
ever popular brews and reviews. You guys
Yes.
ready for that?
Yes.
Hey man, I tell you what. Can I tell you something real quick?
Yeah, good.
All right. So my stomach is ailing. And we could have started earlier, but holy cow, man! I had to take care of some business like elsewhere.
Let's drop the kids up at the
Are you happy about that?
Yes.
It wasn't kids. It wasn't quiz. It wasn't
It
kids.
was Adult Swim.
It was
Disgusting.
It was like I was. It was like I was squirting something on top of the pool. You know what I mean? Like I was sprinkling the pool.
Yeah.
Holy cow! I'm not sure what happened, man. I tell you what, don't eat peanuts. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is, but it's one of those things. Right, you ready?
Like, clearly, the wings ain't gonna help the situation.
I mean, you know what? I'm acting like I'm not even feeling it, so I'm just going in.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, folks, man, you know what? R.I.P. on the stomach.
Right. I feel the stomach.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a situation. All right, go, big boy.
All right. Well, the hot take of the
Your
day
hot take. Let's hear it.
is I prefer racism over discrimination.
It's fine. Tell me more.
Let me say it one more time. I would much rather somebody be racist than discriminate.
Because
Can I jump in with my theory on why you think this? Because racism is that person's thoughts towards another group, but discrimination is the actual act, so then you have to actually feel it.
There you
See?
go.
I've been around long enough.
I said 50-50. So, yeah, and it's based off the situation I was kind of in today that made me have this thought. Was like, I would much rather, like, you can be racist, I don't care. Just don't discriminate. You know, if you don't like a certain group of people, that's fine. Don't like them for whatever reason it is. You know, you have your ill will towards them, whatever, that's fine. But, you know, I think discrimination is far worse. Is when when you carry out those thoughts and ideology towards a certain group.
All right, so
to prevent them from, whether it's money, business, entering the store, whatever the case may be, serving them, whatever.
All right, so I got a thought here. So you saying like you'd rather know the cat doesn't like you, but still doing business with you?
Well, I gotta know that. I'm saying, like, for instance, if you go to restaurant A and your waitress is racist, I don't care. Like, as long as I come in here and get the meal that I want and you serve me and you professional, what you do in your private time is your business, man.
Would you be professional though if you were racist?
It's possible. I think there's a lot of people who are professional and racist.
And then, so see what you're saying is that they're not spitting on you.
No, they just don't like your kind for whatever reason. There are a lot of people that we know. Probably they'd be like.
I mean, but you can be racist and still be safe. I guess I'm with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Essentially, pro-black or pro-white or pro-Asian.
And you could be. And the thing is, like, I know the big in this country, the big thing is always white people not liking black people, but there's plenty of other racist people towards other groups. Like, black people may not like Chinese people. Black people may not like these group of people. Whatever the case may be, or
You're talking about like Asians or Arabs or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we all can be against this certain groups of people and not like them for whatever reason. But.
So did something happen recently that made you think like that?
Yeah.
All right, expound.
Well, just
I use the word expound. Did you like that?
Just in the 40, just a couple of comments was made today towards some Latin American Hispanic people, and it was just like, but we still did the job and everything went smooth and everything was copacetic. And it just made me think, like, you know what? Like, you can not like this certain group of people, but as long as you don't discriminate and do what you're supposed to do, I guess it really don't, at the end of the day, it don't matter.
Now, I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
Ron, do you feel like if you were discriminatory and made decisions based on your race, could you live in society and have no issues?
As a white person, yes.
All right.
What you mean? What you mean? I was trying to catch that.
No, she's right. I mean, if she wanted, she could find a plumber, a guy.
Everybody that's white to fit what she wants.
To fit what she wants.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we can't do it. It'll be hard. It'll be hard to find all the things that we want. I mean, there are black communities where. It may not be the actual food that you want, or the actual service that you want, or the actual product that you want, but you can find it in the black community.
Find what?
Everything that you want.
A good service that's led by black people.
Yeah, you can find it.
I don't know if you guys saw. Did you guys? You guys watched the Killer Mike?
True one.
Yes.
But his thing was his setback was he can't use nothing that is made by white people. You ain't gonna find that because there's the cars, everything has it comes from a manufacturer or somewhere that involves white people. So you're not gonna find that. But as far as like just doing business with black people, you can find it all day long.
You think so?
Yeah, you can find that. I can find a black plumber. I can find a black electrician. I can find a black roofer. I can find a black builder. I can find a black banker. You can find black people do all that kind of stuff.
That's true. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Now, do they own it? That's a whole other question.
Right.
That wasn't the thing. Say, if I should go and interact with black people, I can find it. If I say, you know what, I'm only dealing with black folks.
Now we want to do it.
No, I don't want to do it that way.
No,
but you can definitely do it.
Why don't you want to do it that way?
Because at the end of the world we live in.
Because it would take longer.
If we're truly talking about equality, right? I always say, who we trying to be equal to? But if we do business, we need to do business with everyone. That's the only way you're going to be successful. Apple does not only sell to people in in
Silicon
Seattle.
Yeah, they sell to everybody.
They sell to everybody.
Although in Dolomite, Know My Name, there was one line in the movie that stuck out. He was like, well, you only trying to do this movie for your 4 blocks. He was like, every city in the country has them same 4 blocks.
Shit, my bad.
Which makes sense. Like
That's true.
Every guy got them same 4 blocks in every neighborhood, and 4 blocks is there.
That is true.
So, you can kind of get to the masses. But yeah, I mean, but you don't like the world's a melting pot, man. And especially the United States is a melting pot. So you definitely don't want to stick to your own group, because you won't learn nothing. You won't learn. There's certain things that you can learn from dealing with multiple people. Like, can you imagine a world where if you like Mexican food and all of a sudden you don't know what an enchilada is because you don't deal with Mexicans, or you don't know what a burrito is because you don't know the delicious taste of ribs because you never dealt with
Moose bacon.
Yeah, you never dealt with, you know what I mean, or you never knew what green bean casserole was because you never dealt with pilgrims.
Okay, but green bean casserole is disgusting, so the world could be fine without
No,
that.
but some people
But like corn casserole?
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm just naming casserole. There are certain things that you learn from different groups of people that you just learn, like, oh, okay, I can do it this way. Oh, that's cool. But if you never interact with them, you don't know. I think that's the biggest problem is that, to me, you truly, to me, like me and Moose, I can say this about Moose. Ron, I don't know so much.
This is Moose.
I don't know your pay like that. But I know me and Moose, if you look at our friends list, it is diverse. There's every group represented on our friends list. And I ain't talking about like just one, like 1 or 2. I'm talking about multiple of like different ethnic groups represented.
You know what?
I don't think I have any Asian friends.
I got a few.
I have a few too, but I don't have any Chin. I don't have any Chin friends, which is Burmese, but I do have like Asian friends. Like,
Yeah, but I've been saying, but like for instance, me and Moose went out.
you should say Moose and I. Anyway, go.
Yeah, Moose and I went out. What was that? That was what, Saturday? We met up at the
Oh
bar.
yeah, at the bar.
It was me and 3 other pilgrims.
Hey man,
That was cool.
You want to do a spontaneous bruising reviews on the burn?
Oh, the burn was legit.
Talk about it.
Burn
It's
by Rocky.
earned by Rocky Patel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new cigar spot here in town, and I said town. That sounds so country. Here in the city.
That's how you are.
And,
Welcome to the burbs.
I know, right? But it was cool, man. It was a cool little spot, man. Real chill. You got TV. All they need is food. Once they get food, it's over with.
Did they have food there?
Not yet. They had the kitchen.
Yeah, but like, would I leave with my hair smelling like cigar?
Of course you will,
Okay.
Yeah, we got holy.
That's what I need to know.
Yeah, it's not.
Because remember,
okay, the ventilation.
Remember when our last place opened, you guys were like,
Okay.
"You'll love it because you won't smell." And then every time,
Well,
I
no,
did.
the only place in the city do you want to go smoke cigars where you won't smell like a cigar is Blend.
And I'm not sure that's the case either.
Blend. When you walk in, you don't even smell cigars.
Is that in Castleton?
Yes.
It is.
Well, Keystone Cross.
Yeah.
Like, you don't smell. I mean, it smell like, I guess they recycle the air every 6 seconds. It's like fresh air is being recycled through there. Like, you can't, burn. I mean, it's good ventilation, but I know once you get, like, what was it, the crowd was maybe, it was like maybe half full maybe. Mm-hmm. So you figure you get another 40 people, 30 people in there, oh, that'd be a chimney. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was kind of cloudy when we was in there.
For sure,
yeah. It wasn't like super duper cloudy, but it was a little. So I'm like, man, you got another 20 smokers in here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it can get a little.
Hey, folks, you listen to Heavy Hits Radio Show, man. It's Moose, aka Big House.
Highly recommended though.
You got the one, the only LGZ Mbaku Jones +2, whatever, however that works. And then we got we got the lady of the house, man, Ron.
EMC.
I tell you what, Ron, we're gonna run a little bit of news.
I have so much news.
A little bit of news right now because man, we got keep people engaged. What's up?
Man, we have so much news. So I'm going to take it back a little bit because we didn't get to talk about this because I haven't seen you guys. So, recently, and by our, I mean the Indiana people, our really great friend, Mitch Daniels, who is now the president of Purdue University.
He's the president of Purdue, yeah.
He has been in the news recently for some comments that he has made. So, Purdue is a very diverse campus. And I would say that the people who go there are rather scholarly.
Man, shout out to David Bell, freshman of the year. Even though I'm a Ben Davis guy, he's from that school from the East Side, Warren Central. But shout out to him for being freshman of the year, Big Ten, though.
So Mitch Daniels. So if you know his nickname, you can replace his name with that. But he recently said
I don't like him.
That he will be recruiting. This is exactly what he said. I will be recruiting one of the rarest creatures in America, a really leading African-American scholar.
He said creature, didn't he?
Creature! Mm. So, then he said, no.
Are we mad about that?
No. I think yes.
No.
You can't say that.
Creature.
I mean, no, it's what I mean.
That doesn't indicate to you that, number one, black people can't be smart, and number two, that they are less than human.
The thing is, man, we already know the people that we are human. We already know that we're smart. I don't need Mitch Daniels to tell me anything other than that. I'm just finish your story. I'm sorry, I won't cut you off. But.
So then he came out the next day and he said, "I've never felt more misunderstood." So then he went on to say that he was trying to say that they were working on a superstar who happens to be African American. Extraordinarily rare talent in one of the target populations. So we're still targeting.
Originally his own personality came out.
Yes.
And then somebody said, "Yo, you can't say that."
Correct.
And then
the Purdue students are who actually brought all this to light. So he was talking to a group of students, and then they kind of took this whole story by storm and took it across campus, and then the news outlets picked it up from there.
Well, yeah. I mean,
then he doubled down and said rare talent, rare. Is that the word you could call it was rare?
One of the rarest creatures in America.
Is what?
A leading African American scholar.
A leading African American, one of the rarest.
You don't think that's
creatures
bad?
in America, a leading Afro American scholar.
Okay, hold on. First of all, it's funny.
That is what he believed.
That's some Key and Peele shit. That's some Key and Peele.
Right.
What?
Wait, hold on, wait. Real quick. So I would just like to say, we need to do a trial, right? We need to do a trial. Listen to me. We need to do a trial, and we're going to discuss what whatever his name is. I don't want to say it.
He's one of the rarest creatures.
All right, but listen. So we are in Key and Peele fashion going to be senators and regents talking about what Mitch Daniels has said. Are you ready?
Okay.
I will be the one with the gavel. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Senators, we are here gathered to talk about. No, we're not in church. We're in the Senate meeting.
Gathered, though. I gotcha.
Gathered to talk about what the president of Purdue University has said about some of his scholars. Now, I'm gonna ask you, Ron. Can you repeat what the session was?
Yes. So Mitch Daniels has said that he is recruiting one of the rarest creatures in America.
A fox.
And a leading African American scholar.
A mercat. Anyway, go right ahead. I'm sorry.
A leading African American scholar.
All right, now
one of the rarest creatures in America.
The rarest creatures in America, African American. Now, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. My name is Markeith McCutcheon's son, And I am the president of the organization here. Markeith McCutcheon is my name. You can just call me McCutcheon, son. And to my left, we have the one that's gonna really make the decision. And your name is, sir. Could you state your name?
My name is Buddy McGavin.
Buddy McGavin is here.
Yes,
also.
I'm from the 14th Circuit District Code.
All right.
14th Circuit District here in the great state of Indiana.
Hey, you know what? We appreciate you again. Again, my name is Markeith. Oh,
yeah, just call me Buddy. They call me Buddy.
And then we have a female. We have a female because we are
one of the rash creatures. Yes.
And your name is?
My name is Run. Or am I still being Run? You already addressed me as Run. I'm confused on this role play.
I did not, but I don't understand that she's not able to ever.
She don't know how to play.
You did.
She's not ever able to play in the game.
I'm not.
Anyway, as my name is Markeith McCutcheon. All right. So we have the president of Purdue saying, "What? Run, since that's your name, since you're not able to ever join the
me as
party."
Run. He said, "I will be recruiting one of the rarest creatures in America, really leading African American scholar."
And the thought behind that, my man, is
that basically he wants the best blacks there is out there. There's a great specimen, a huge talent.
So he must be smart and athletically inclined. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, well, he said rare, so he's not athletic. He won't be. We don't want more of them athletes. He wants something that's rare. It's like finding a unicorn. Like
goodness!
Like you see him on TV, but you never see him in person. I've never. He wants something that's rare. So
is it like that show God Friended Me? Isn't that a black guy on that show?
I'm pretty sure he had to go to Nigeria to find. If you're gonna find out these American blacks will tell you they lazy and they don't want to do much. But so
my goodness, Senator, you can just stop. You can just stop right now.
Did I say something wrong there, sir?
We appreciate you.
I come from the great 14th district.
We appreciate you, but we are
good old Martinsville.
We are moving forward with our thoughts here. All right. So is this kind of how it went down as we discussed all the situations?
What do you mean?
Oh my goodness!
Was he in a meeting somewhere when he said
yes,
this? And so kids was present.
Yes, and so one of the students called him out and said, "Creatures, come on." So then Daniel said, "It's a figure of speech. You must have taken some literature. One of the rarest. Ooh. Let me say, rarest birds, rarest phenomenon," which is really hard to say 3 times.
Yeah, so he doubled down. Like smart black people aren't rare. Like it shouldn't be rare.
To which the student said, "Person, students, it's words to make us humanized."
Yeah,
so I got 2 things to say real quick. One, how come Ron hasn't decided to join in on the plays that we have during?
You did just as Ron, but she could have just.
She understood kind of what was happening.
Because I was already addressed, so I didn't know if I was still a news reporter or if I needed
somebody else. And then 2,
we addressed you as Andrew McCutcheon.
Andrew McCutcheon.
Who's his name was Bennett.
Maybe Andre McCutcheon.
Yeah,
I don't know. Nothing about it. All right, so and then the next thing is you gotta let it roll. All right, so what was the outcome?
The outcome was that he apologized, and he's probably still looking for this rare creature. After he apologized, the stories went away.
He doubling down. Like in his mind, I don't think he did anything wrong.
No, so now I'm sure he's on a mission, even harder.
But I don't understand why he said African American. Like he could have said, I'm looking for a special talent, someone who is smart, works hard, and I want them to be of African. Whatever. Like just go there. But when you start, but I don't think it was. I think it was racial, not racist.
I think it's really, really, really wrong to call anyone a creature when referring to someone that you would like to recruit to your college.
Well, see, here's the problem. Men, we do it all the time. Moose. She's a stallion.
For sure.
For sure, we do it all the time. For sure. For sure.
Yeah, but there's other animals that you would never use because that would be racist.
Yeah, because of the history behind it. Yeah, we can agree with that.
She got a donkey.
Got a donkey.
You say donkey?
Yes, we do.
The whole word?
Yes.
I just thought it was donk.
No, we say donkey. She got a donkey or a donk.
Well, we are smart. So we use the whole word.
Yeah, she got a donkey.
Okay, that's fair. Moving on.
She built like a horse.
Speaking of donks.
Man, did you see that? She got one of them reindeer type
You know
joints.
what I'm saying?
So, speaking of all those things, let's
Oh,
talk
here we
about
go.
Lizzo.
Ladies,
Let's
y'all
talk
do it
about
too.
Lizzo.
The ladies, y'all do it too. Oh, he a dog.
Right.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a dog.
I mean,
Oh, you know what? Ladies say donkey, and it means a totally different thing.
Yeah.
We don't generally say donkey.
You know, the
No,
dog.
that's not. You know what? You don't, but
You're a dirty
women,
dog.
The women in the a different persuasion do. They say
Okay, that's
donkey.
fair.
He's a dirty dog.
Run that news.
He's a run the news. He's a pig.
No, I don't think I've ever
No,
called
you-
anybody that.
Pilgrims do. They say pig.
I think I generally use body parts more than animals.
So he's a Richard Cranium.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I like that.
Did you like that? Did you enjoy
A
that?
Dome Johnson. Go ahead.
Yes. So speaking of donks, Lizzo, who is in Indianapolis tonight.
Is she singing somewhere?
Who is that? I have no idea who these people are.
What's the name of that song?
She sings "Truth Hurts." Why men great till they gotta
Oh,
be great.
okay.
That's Lizzo.
Okay.
Okay, so she was
I should probably
recently.
find that somewhere. I tell him to find that somewhere.
She was recently at a Lakers game, and so, okay, so you need to know. I guess you don't need to, but I'm going to explain it anyway. Lizzo is a big girl, and that's like how she has built this character that she
Yeah.
plays, right? So she was recently at a Lakers game, and they were interviewing her, and they asked who she was cheering for. So she said she was cheering for one of the dudes from Minnesota. Anyway, she's like, "He's my baby," and the reporter was like, "Oh, do you know him?" And she was like, "No." Anyway, so then they played one of her songs. They played Juice. And she decided she would get up and start twerking. So, like, when the reporter is interviewing her, it looks like she's wearing this cute little black dress. Like, whatever. I'm with that. No. She gets up and starts twerking, and the whole butt of her dress is cut out. So she's twerking with, like, her butt out in a thong. And so she's caught a lot of flack for it because people feel like that's probably not the best place to show your booty. Like, legit.
What's the name of the song?
The Truth Hurts.
I swear it moves.
All right, so listen up, real
I
guys.
could have found the song.
Hey, look, listen. This is not our song, okay? This is not our song.
Yeah,
man.
doom, 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 doom.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm a 100% bad bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Well, I find it.
full booty out.
I ain't mad at her, man.
I just, I mean, I guess do what you want, but
Prince did that.
it seems like at a Lakers game, did he start
No,
twerking?
dude, no, they mad.
But, like, look, it just looks like a cute little dress
You
from the
know they
front.
mad. I'm gonna keep it real while they mad.
Okay. Whoa, language.
This Lizzo?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna tell you why they mad.
Why are they mad?
Number one, if Beyonce wore that, wouldn't nobody be mad.
That's true.
It's 100%.
Are you trying to claim fat is
100%?
Is it fatism?
It's fat shaming, right?
100%.
I think it's fat shaming.
Fat
She
shaming.
shouldn't have wore that. She shouldn't belong.
Fatism.
It's 100%. That's the reason. Because if any other celebrity that was small and wore that,
You're right.
wouldn't nobody care. I mean,
You're
we
right.
would care, but the story would be different. And Run. Are you on the Peloton commercial? Can we get into the Peloton?
Yes, we can absolutely talk about
Oh
that.
my God!
People are really
upset about the Peloton commercial.
People are super upset
which
about
is ridiculous.
So here's the basis of the commercial.
You've seen the commercial.
You've seen it 100 times.
The motorcycle.
The woman come home.
The stationary bike.
She's real skinny and all that.
So she's very skinny, and her husband buys her presumed husband buys her this Peloton bike.
Saying on the commercial.
Yeah.
So it's a dude, whatever. Yeah. So maybe
you know what?
Maybe it's a dude.
A partner.
Maybe it's.
Hey,
I don't know. Maybe he's.
Hold on a second. I want you to get into, but I'm saying this. A partner, because you know what? Guess what? Jeezy is my partner. When I grew up, my buddies, my guy buddies, were my partners.
It was my partner.
They were my partners, and I'm sick of this. Y'all already got the
rainbow.
What's the name of it? The rainbow. Y'all got the rainbow, but you cannot take all the words. So my partners,
it's my partner.
My partner, and I'm mad I even got to say it like that. But my partner is still can be a dude, and we're not having sex.
Yeah,
like he's a heterosexual, and I'm heterosexual. Matter of fact, we're staunch vegetarians
for sure.
And it's one of those things where I feel like we cannot give up all our words to all the extra sexual.
Yeah.
I will say,
I like
can I say extra sexual?
I like that. We might coin that phrase.
Extra sexual.
You should right now. There was a girl.
But then you know what? There's going to be some group that takes it.
Yeah.
We're extra sexual.
Yeah.
So we do everything, but
not polyamorous, extra sexual.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a girl I went to college with, and she would always say her life partner, which was so strange to me because it was a dude. So I never understood why she didn't just say like
she didn't want to say her boyfriend, man, whatever, right? Because she was going into all that nonsense.
It was strange to me. So that's my.
Well, the Peloton, please. I'm going to these people.
So the man in this presumed relationship buys the woman in this presumed relationship a stationary bicycle for Christmas. So she's like already skinny.
She's excited. She's happy.
Yeah. So she's excited about this gift. So throughout the commercials, she does a video every day, and then at the end, she's like,
a year. A year
later, I didn't know how much this would change me, and people are pissed.
Stop. Why do you use that boy?
Because I think that it's because number one, nobody gets an exercise bike for Christmas and uses it for 365 days.
She did.
No one does that.
She did.
No one does that. Nobody.
She did.
She's a liar. That's why she's on the commercial.
Whatever.
Number two, you're really going to take a video of yourself every single day on your bike.
You know what? It's presumed, by the way.
To then make your man or whomever watch the video with you at the end of a year.
Yeah,
for you to have done nothing with your body composition. Here's the thing: if it was like this,
I know she wasn't beef or nothing.
Here's
no, she looks exactly the same.
Here's my take on it. Okay, number one,
she stayed in.
All you lazy, out of shape, pilgrim women need to mind your damn business.
People are really pissed.
No. The people I just said are upset. Out of shape. Pilgrim women. Because black women don't care. We already know Mexican women don't care. White men don't care. We definitely don't care.
We do not.
Asian women don't care.
I thought it was a great
So who's the group we're talking about?
I almost bought
We're talking about the out of shape.
I almost bought the bike to hang more of my clothes up.
Yeah, out of shape.
I am an out of shape pilgrim woman, but when I first saw the commercial, I thought, that's a
now granted, the Peloton, her face is very scary. She has some like, please don't hurt me looks in her eyes. Like she's like,
she's about to start working out as well. Dude is hyped though. I tell you what, real quick. Real quick.
She has a terrifying look at her.
Wait.
She needs to be saved.
Wait, listen. I want you guys to give me your best impression of one of those like those rider, like the trainer so I want you to give me your best impression of the trainer that's on these. Have you seen the one? Have you seen the one that's the glass? Have you seen the one that's the glass, and you've seen the one? So listen. So Run, I want you to go first. Run.
Yes.
Can you go first?
Yes.
I want you to give me your best impression of one of those. If you were a trainer on this Peloton or all that, I want you to give it to me.
Yes.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, happy Christmas. We're riding across the Mother Sahara Desert today, so buck up, people. Nope, you don't need any water. Put it down. You don't need it. Don't look out the window. Ain't nobody here to help you. It's just you and me. It's you and me on this journey.
Okay.
That
was
amazing.
I like
I want to be
That
like
was
Julian
amazing.
Michaels.
Bravo.
That was amazing. Good job. All right, Jeezy. Are you ready? Listen, you are, is it a it's like a televangelist workout person.
Jesus comes through the screen too.
You've never heard it? This is the first place. You're like a televangelist workout. You know, it's like the Joel Osteen of working out. Are you ready?
But maybe you're the Kanye now over here.
I've given you the right ramifications.
All right, go ahead. Okay.
You like that word too?
Go ahead.
Are you ready, Jeezy?
Yes.
In 3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir. Today is the day, I tell you, that you get your ass on that bike and you ride. We're going to ride so far. We're going to go coast to coast. No selfie taking. No drinks today. We are focused because today is the day that you burn 100. I said 100.
100.
How many?
100.
100 calories in a minute. All right? We're going to work till you sweat. Till that sweat come down your face. From the sweat come down your leg.
I'm doing
it. You know you're burning calories. Can I get a witness?
I'm working.
I want a witness to take a picture of you.
I'm working.
A picture of you working on
I'm working.
You said no selfies.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm working.
That's why I get a witness.
I'm working. I'm witness.
Yes.
Yes, Jeezy.
Yes. Come on down.
You got me so fired up. Wait. Okay, wait. I'm too tired. All right, you got me all fired up. Like, you got me for real fired up. Like, you did a good job. You need to. Maybe that's your side gig.
That's funny.
You need to do it. You need to be a Peloton dude.
I burn calories talking like that.
You can work at home. You can work at home being a Peloton dude.
It's hard being a black preacher.
You know, and I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what's even more funny? You could be like the first 6'8" overweight Peloton, Peloton instructor. Like, hey guys, listen, we're gonna do it in an hour, but we're going about 3 miles, like in this whole hour.
Resistance on zero.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Like I always said,
smoking a cigar.
Man, this is
for sure. I'm thinking about all right, push through.
Yeah, you sit in this chair.
Jeez, you'll be trailing on somebody else's Peloton.
You sit in this chair like, all right, guys, let's go.
Right.
Now go, y'all going too slow.
I'm in a buggy seat.
Right.
You're like, I already worked out today.
Oh man, that is so.
While y'all was sleeping, I was working out. That's why I ain't doing it right now.
I've been up already.
I've been up.
That's why I'm ready on the bike.
I got my 40 miles in.
Oh my goodness, man! That was pretty amazing. You know, I'm impressed. Man. I'm impressed with you.
That's hard, dog.
No, you did an amazing job, man. Have his radio show, and we just want to make sure you okay.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
We want to make sure Jeezy's okay.
What
man,
all black preachers sound like that, man? Every last one of them.
I mean,
I've never been a calm black preacher.
No, well, you know that's not true.
Today's sermon we're gonna read from Luther 2-5, and you just read it. Like
there's
I'm sorry. Wait,
Hold
on 1 second. I just want to say, I just want to say that Jesus said we're gonna read from Luther. Is there any book in the Bible named Luther?
That is his new religion.
It's Luther.
Hey, if they can find the Book of Mormon, we can find the Book of Luther.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I have watched. Guys, I have started watching. I'm not doing Brews and Reviews right now, but I have started watching Orange Is the New Black, and I am in season 3, like about episode 7.
What the world?
And
all from that one video.
And well, here's what happened: they have started their own religion, which is funny. There's no Luther, chapter 7, book of 12, but
Book of Vandross.
Yeah, but that's a good one. This is Luther. That's pretty good, man. All right, so anyway, folks, have this radio show. You're back. I don't feel like I even need to be a Peloton person because these guys did such an amazing job that I will come back later and do something else. All right, guys. Hey, so is there any more news?
We have so much news.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, with that Peloton thing, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, if somebody's skinny and working out, good. That's what they're supposed to do.
No,
right?
the part that made me upset is they said that her husband was fat shaming her. One of the argument they were saying that he was fat shaming or he was being.
I read a lot of different things.
But I'm thinking to myself, like, first of all,
here's the thing: no man is going to buy you a gift that you don't ask for because they don't know what to buy you, and they're going to say, "What do you want for Christmas?" And if you say you want a Peloton bike, then that's what they're going to buy you.
It's like the people. That
You're not going to say, "I would like a stocking full of chocolate," and they're going to buy you a Peloton bike. That's just not how it works.
It's like the people who get mad at actresses because their bodies are quote unquote unrealistic, and I'm thinking to myself, like. Yes, it's a role. You are playing a role, a character, and I'm sorry if I'm paying you, I expect you to look a certain way. You know what I mean? You can't have a man. People think, well, men can look in any way for a role. Is it any way for a role? I'm like, no, 300. They all was in shape. Every last one of them.
Every dude.
Every dude had an 8-pack.
I was not getting in 300.
Yeah, we was no character. Like, even from from the Persian.
I'm even the dude that's carrying the wheat.
None of us is getting in that movie. But we're not crying about it because we understand, like, man, y'all had to do hard work to get into that, to shape to do that movie. Like, understand, man, that if you want to get in that shape, it takes hard work. I'm sorry that we got 9 to 5 jobs, man.
Hey,
it doesn't work.
Here's the other thing. Those angry people are probably following fitness models on Instagram.
Yeah,
drinking skinny tea.
It's stupid, man.
Skinny tea. Hey, real quick, you guys heard of Bizzo? Bizzo is a Christian rapper, and he's pretty good. And he had a post I was looking at. It said the Bible is meant to be daily bread for use, not cake on special occasions. And I know, Jeezy, I know how you feel about it, but holy cow, that's pretty amazing.
All
right.
Bread make you fat. Continue.
What else we got?
Yeah, but wine's delicious.
What else we got?
So we also need to talk.
Crazy.
I mean, do you want me to continue on the news? Because we have to go over the Golden Globes. We've got to go over Miss Universe, and we still have to talk about the impeachment.
Right. Miss Universe is. I got some opinions about Miss Universe.
Okay, so let's go over Miss Universe.
Right?
Yes, okay. Miss Universe is South Africa. Mm-hmm. Her name is Zobinini.
Yeah, don't even try.
Tunzi. And so here's the cool part, though. So during one of her interviews, she said, I grew up in a world where a woman who looks like me with my kind of skin and my kind of hair was never considered to be beautiful. I think it's time that stops today. I want children to look at me and see my face. So here's the thing. I think I'm going to ignore you for just a moment.
Just a moment. That's what my hands raised.
So I think that it's pretty cool that she is Miss Universe because usually it is more so a white woman. I did think it was interesting that the 3 finalists, 2 of them you could consider women of color, but Miss Puerto Rico was white with blonde hair.
Yeah, because
that is Puerto Rico.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Puerto Rico,
Jeezy.
All right.
And then we'll get into some more Miss Universe.
Miss Universe, I'm going to address you real quick. You do realize that kids today, or kids that look at you, your body and how you're shaped is still the European standard.
That's true.
So you're not you didn't buck the system. You didn't come in as a thick African woman.
That's true.
You still everybody on that stage still fits the European model of what they think beauty is.
I will say the one thing that's different about her is that her hair is short.
The body...
I know, but that's not normal
for
beauty pageants.
Because we don't care about her face. The body, your figure is exactly the same as every Miss Universe before you. There's nothing different about you except for your skin tone is different.
Well, that's fair.
So to me, if you want to really buck the system, get somebody up there. I'm not saying they're gonna be some, whatever person, but yeah, a little more. They weigh more than 110 pounds
and 6 feet tall.
Yeah, we'd be great. If you get about 170, 180, and 6 feet, yeah, a lot more people will watch it.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I watched a beauty pageant.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
But she's still. I saw the picture. I was like, but you look like every other.
Her body is still shaped the same way.
The same way. It's the Euro standard. So
that's true.
You can say, I'm so glad, but when you walk outside, there's nobody look like you. Still. So you still don't represent because there's nobody where you from look like you. You know what I mean? No, that's not the standard. Okay. So until we get away from the Euro standard, of what defined beauty is, then like, it's still all the same.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting away from that.
No, because Miss USA, all of them black. Miss Universe, Miss.
Yes.
All of them are women of color, but they all European standards. So
yes.
So white guys still get a Woody.
Well, gross.
So are you saying that there needs to be some judges that like a big booty and a smile?
No, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like how about if you really want to have an all-inclusive pageant, have women of all shapes and sizes. First of all, we're doing this pageant anyway when we're supposed to be past this misogynistic stage.
It's a scholarship opportunity.
Yeah, whatever. So is Red Garter. What I'm saying is. All
right, you go right ahead.
But based on the response to some of these questions, ain't none of them going to college. Not a one. Based on some of those.
Maybe that's where Mitch Daniels will find his rare creature.
Bam! There it is.
Miss South Africa.
She's 6 feet.
That was amazing.
She's 6 feet, 110 pounds.
Whoa! No, nobody wants that. That's something.
How much does she weigh? Is it on there?
It doesn't say.
I'm pretty sure you can find it.
I probably could, but I have the next story pulled up also about Miss Universe.
We'll go.
Yeah.
So Steve Harvey is the host. So do you guys remember
Steve Harvey?
Yeah.
So he's losing all his stuff because his wife used to be a dope dealer or something, right? Did you guys know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Now
so
I know.
That's the reason he's. The only thing he's really on anymore is Family Feud. Like his show got canceled and all that.
For real?
Yeah, because his wife. I guess his wife was a dope dealer.
My former principal went on his show.
His
humorous.
What is his wife being a dope got to do with him?
You know how people do, man.
Especially because they're black.
Cancel culture, man.
You know how people do.
Cancel culture, dog.
So, do you guys remember a few years ago when he announced the wrong winner for Miss Universe? There was that whole controversy.
That's because he got the wrong card. And what the heck is Texas Tech beating Louisville basketball? Anyway,
Moving on to Steve Harvey. So, he was hosting the show, and they were going over who won, like, the costume contest, essentially. And so, like, the winner was standing next to him, and he kept talking about how Miss Philippines had this wonderful costume, blah, 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 blah. So he continues to talk, and the pageant girl next to him, like, takes the microphone and says, "It's Malaysia." And so he had the whole thing wrong. And he said, "Listen, I read that off the teleprompter. Y'all need to stop doing this to me." Which he did, so they had it typed wrong. But, so again, it looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. Bless his heart.
But it's not his fault, though.
That one is definitely not his fault. The teleprompter was wrong. The other one was not his fault. He just read it.
He got the wrong card, yeah.
So, poor Steve Harvey.
All right, I'll tell you what, man, Steve Harvey, that's messed up. Hey, guys, by the way, you guys remember Naptown's Prince? I don't know if you guys remember him or not, but he's a cool dude. No. And they have a new club. It's at 11th and Arlington. It's called The Vibe. So it's called The Vibe. And DJ Ready Rock, DJ Remy, and Naptown's Prince, man, they're there. It's at 11th and Arlington. He hit us up 11th and Arlington. So you guys checked it out. The Vibe, man. It's open on Saturdays. Y'all cool with that?
Yes.
All right.
You want me to keep going, or you want to take a break and run that news?
No,
okay, great. So the Golden Globes are coming up January 5th, which has something to do with all the things. So, here's the deal. People are pissed, which really is just kind of the theme lately.
Yeah, people are pissed, yeah.
So here's what's happening. All of the nominees for Best Director are male, and people are pissed.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
So here's why. So at first I was like, okay, I couldn't even name a female director, and then I realized that I could. So here's the real reason people are mad. They think that When They See Us should have been considered. The female director, Ava, what's her face?
Excuse me.
A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, the Mr. Rogers movie, is also a female director. And
It just came out.
Little Women is, I know, but they've all seen this stuff before because they get early access.
Yeah.
And then Little Women comes out on Christmas, and so they're saying that also should have been a female director that was nominated. So
It's not always like that.
So here's the thing.
What are the movies that are nominated?
That's a great question. That's not in this article, but I can tell you in a minute.
What is it, Golden Globe?
For the Golden Globes Best Directors. So the other reason people are mad is because they're talking about a lack of women nominees in general, but then also a lack of people of color nominated. So no one from When They See Us was nominated. Which, did you guys ever watch it?
No.
No, okay, of course you didn't. It was phenomenal. So none of those characters, which I would say at least one of them.
2019, yeah?
Yes. I think at least one of them should have been nominated for sure.
But who are they running? They my thing is this.
All right,
like,
so
it's like
2019,
give me the movies.
Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Todd Phillips, Joker, Bong Joon, something or other, Parasite, Alfonso Cuarón, maybe, Roma, Peter Farley, Green Book, Spike Lee, Black Klansman.
That was this year. That
That was last year, sorry.
yeah.
So this year it was Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Todd Phillips, Joker, and then Bong Joon-ho, Parasite.
So it was three. So basically,
There
it was
should
three.
be 5, I thought, but maybe not.
I want to see 3.
Here's my thing now.
I think that they always pick really horrible things anyway.
Everybody wants recognition. Everybody wants to be accepted. It's funny how people want it both ways. People say, "Well, I don't need your validation," but then yet you want their validation.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
but
sorry. Okay.
do people
I
in the
have another
entertainment
one.
industry really not need validation? Because those people for sure do.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But
That's
don't.
why they're in that
But
industry.
that's what I'm saying. But don't go on these tours talking about how I make movies for this. I don't need nobody's validation. The
So,
Academy.
is it 2020? Maybe I read the wrong
Maybe.
one.
So best director
All right,
should...
so it's John O. Bong
Parasite.
for Parasite. It's Sam Mendes. What, 1917?
So, again-
Listen, 1917. Todd Phillips for Joker. Martin Scorsese for The Irishman. And Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay, so John Bong Ho, that's much like he's not white for sure.
He's not.
He's Asian for sure.
Yeah, correct.
So there's your minority.
I mean,
Don't get mad when the rules of the minorities go against your group.
Mendez is probably Hispanic.
Well, it's an S, so it's probably not.
What's that?
Mendez Hispanic is generally with a Z. That Mendez is an S.
For sure, he is. He's of some Spaniard descent. Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah,
100%.
Hey, so you listen to every radio show, guys. I mean, we're in
Every group won't be represented. I'm sorry. Like then now it went from. Last year was like there was no black people. Then it went from like there's no women.
There's a black person. Right?
No. Remember 2 years ago with the Oscars and had nobody black. Like, look, man.
There are 2 black people nominated this year.
For what?
Cynthia Erivo for Harriet and Eddie Murphy for Dolomite. They're both
Eddie
nominated
Murphy
this year.
Dolomite. I feel like he did an amazing job, but it is for sure.
That's for
Hey.
best performance by an actor in a movie. And
Across
then,
in the dark, man.
Cynthia Erivo is best performance by an actress.
All right.
I wish there should be a number attached to the amount of people that's mad about something. I think that would put things in more perspective. Like, are we talking about like an angry mob of like 100 people, or we're talking about like a real driving force, like 1 million people?
I think a lot of people are upset over
What
this.
qualifies as a lot?
I mean, it has made national news.
The sale of Teletubbies make national news. That's not a real.
I mean, I can tell you that the news story I saw today, people in the industry were upset about it.
Yeah, but how many? Numbers matter. If you tell me that 5 people mad, then man, go sit your ass down somewhere, man. If it's more like 200, you like, okay, man. That's why nothing ever changed because nobody. That's why in reality, that's why a lot of shit don't change because they know like how many people mad really. Oh, we got like 10,000 tweets. How many people watch our show? 7 million. Oh man, fuck them 10,000 people. That's how I go. How many people mad? Shit's a lot. About 1 million. All right, we gotta talk. You gotta say something. That's 1 million. That's a lot of people. How many people mad? 20,000. Man, fuck them. Let's go ahead, man.
Pineapples, by the way.
Okay, forget them. But am I right, moves? Am I right, moves? Like those conversations happen when you look at okay, who's saying what? Oh, this group. How many people in that group? Are they active on social media? We'll say, 20,000. Man, we ain't worried about them, man.
No, you're right.
But then the gays, the LGBTQ, how many people in that group? Oh, we got some people. They got influence here? Yeah.
No, I'm with you, man. Heavy's radio show.
Influence, yeah. So
hey, man, I tell you, this is Moose in a Big House, and you know what? I almost didn't make it tonight. Like, my stomach was on ill times 10. You ever had like 2 solids and then 4 squirts? Holy cow, that's where I was at. Sometimes I
so you making a sandwich.
That's a lot.
What you mean on sandwich? I want 2 solids and 2 squirts.
Sometimes I talk too much. Hey man, I tell you what. So we are here, and you know what we need to do? We also need to do a little brews and reviews. GZ, what's brews and reviews?
Basically, man, brews and reviews is how we rate things, man. The more brews it takes you to enjoy something, it means it sucks. The least amount of brews it takes you to enjoy something, it means it was excellent.
Man, I tell you what, man. Shout out. I give 0 brews to D-Lo's family and his mama, man. Get better.
Yes.
Get better very soon, man. 0 brews for y'all, man. You know, and nothing but love, man, for D-Lo's mom and his family. All right, so can I start?
Yes.
So I got brews and reviews. This is Moose in a Big House, and I am totally hooked on 2 things right now.
What are they?
One thing is Orange is the New Black. I am on season 3 by episode 7 or 8 or 9. And also Angry Birds. Like, I think Angry Birds is like an issue for me. Like, I might need to go to Angry Birds Anonymous. They have an ABA. Oh,
that's different.
They do have ABA.
Maybe you need a Peloton bike so that you can video yourself riding your bike instead of playing Angry Birds.
What if I can play Angry Birds while I'm on my Peloton?
Your TV
because it feeds into all the stuff.
Because they figured out by swiping.
I just told you it feeds into all the stuff.
Get a dose, a shot of dose of serotonin.
We already talked about this.
You talked about it, yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you guys, yes. So and by the way, I give I give both of them 0 brews, man. Orange is the New Black, great show. Even though I'm a dude, I still enjoy the show. The backstories or the origin stories are amazing, Jeezy. By the way,
I mean, I watched like the first.
Yeah,
season.
no, but you know what? Here's the thing. I feel like most guys, myself included, we struggle because you see some boobs and you see naked bodies and you're like, oh, okay, that's what it's about.
No, I watched the first season.
It's not about that, man. Like it's just more.
I'm not totally saying. I watched Women of Glow, Glamorous Women of Wrestling on Netflix.
Yeah, it's wrestling though.
It's a great show.
You're looking at wrestling. I'm telling you,
it's all women.
This is amazing. Anyway. And then Angry Birds, you know what? It feeds into every male category. It's like bowling and poker and a game of chance and strategy and Monopoly and betting and saving. It is everything that a man enjoys. Everything, guys, man. You know what? And I'm not even getting into like Star Wars birds and none of that. I listen to the freaking I play like birds too. Anyway, all right. So I give them 0 brews.
I'm confused how it's related to poker.
Because it will tell you. It'll say, oh, what does it say? Like you gotta,
Because you have like certain numbers of certain birds.
Or yeah, exactly. You got in your hand. So your hand is like 7 birds or 5 birds, and you got to decide which one to use to make the most devastation. Then there's devastation as part of it. And then, holy cow, like Angry Birds people, leave me alone because they totally got me. I got off of it because there was one session I couldn't do, and my son did it in one. My youngest son, by the way, did it in one spot, and then I quit playing after that. And then one day I picked it up because a buddy of mine was over the house, his children wanted to play on my iPad. Somehow I went from my iPad to my phone. I was like, oh, let me check this out. And it tells you how many days you've been on it. It tells you
how many days have you been on it?
Too many.
Is it in the triple digits yet?
Oh, yeah. For sure it's in the triple digits.
Does the triple digits start with a 6 or like a 3?
No, I can't remember, but too many. too many days in a row. But it gives you... Then it says, oh, you've been on it for this many days. Here's some coins. Yeah, you can buy coins, and and you're like, oh, I'll take these coins, and oh my God. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And even this, like today, let me tell you this, guys. Today they had an ad on there for some movie. Was it Will Smith? He's going to be a bird or something.
Yes.
So there was some ad, and they put some thing in the game where you can use, and then after you win that section, after you win that section, it comes up and it says, "You want to buy tickets now?" Like in the game,
hustling, yeah.
They're hustling the entire time, man. Shout out Angry Birds, No Brews, man. You guys do an amazing job. Anyway, all right, go.
That's so interesting.
I'm gonna give 2 brews to The Irishman.
So have you watched the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing. It took me 3 days. I watched it in pieces.
See, that's gonna be me.
About 3 days, and it's a Martin Scorsese film because it ends kind of like, okay, but it's a throwback to a mafia movie that we haven't had one in a long time. I mean, a good one, so to speak. So I mean, it was a lot of violence, a lot of watching how he dealt with family and
Hoffa, right?
And then how he dealt with Jimmy Hoffa and all that kind of stuff. Man, it was deep, man. Like, we would never have another Jimmy Hoffa in this country again. Like, never. And what Jimmy Hoffa did for this country, like, it goes understated so much. Because, like...
Yeah, but you know that Mitch Daniels...
undid a lot of stuff that at least Indiana. Yeah. Like, the unions, like the unions get a bad name, but what Jimmy Hoffa was doing, and yes, he made money off of it. I mean, who doesn't make money off this stuff? But what he basically was doing was he was getting people their fair share of wages, and you can't say enough about that, man. For somebody to say, you know what, if you eat it, you sit on it, you do it. He came on a truck, and why are we not getting paid for it? And he said the whole thing was solidarity. We need to be together. No matter what, we're together. And so when you have solidarity, you have a large group of people together, you're unstoppable. When you're an angry mob, you are unstoppable. But when you're one person, we can shoot you away.
Can you say unstoppable one more time?
Unstoppable.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
You say unstoppable.
Yeah, unstoppable.
Unstoppable. No, unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, you saying it right.
Sounds weird.
Yeah, just black mom. Yeah, but I'm saying, but Moose, like when you was over in Europe, you saw how when the Brexit when people was like, every day we out here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shit get done. When you out, we relentless. We not gonna stop.
They were. You said Brexit?
Was it Brexit?
Job, man. Yeah. Well, it was Brexit, and then in Italy it was the Redcoats. It was the Redcoats.
The Redcoats. Yeah. So I mean, people. Like in the U.S., we too busy. We don't that unity is gone. That's a forgotten era. Like we don't have that unity no more. So that's why you can go to Amazon and they can pay you, $15, but work you like a dog until you quit and they just roll you out and roll some else in. That's why they can do that. And it's kind of ridiculous. When you go to McDonald's, they got those automated machines to take your order, which is ridiculous. Because I feel like if you got 3 of those, that means you should double the pay of everybody that's working there, because that's 3 employees that you're not paying. So that money that you would have paid should go to them people that's working there.
That's not true though.
It should, but it don't happen that way.
I mean, you know what? If you got 3 of those machines, maybe increase the pay by 1 person. Here's why. Because there still has to be somebody that programs those machines and works on them, so it doesn't save money.
Over
you have
time.
to buy the machine.
Okay, you have to buy the machine, but it doesn't save money.
I would love to know.
I love how it's amazing. I'm on the side of corporate America. I don't get it. Like McDonald's is a Fortune 500 company. Like McDonald's is not like Joe's Pizza Shack up the street. Like no, McDonald's is a major. It's like Walmart, McDonald's. Like they got money to pay their employees, but they ain't starving. They can pay their employees a decent wage, man.
Yeah, no, you're
that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like in America, man. I feel like people always say, "Well, fast forward, where they just flipping burgers." Like I'm like, so the job, so.
But we're still eating it.
I asked a question. I had an argument with somebody about this, and I was like, "So you saying that? Well, they don't do but flip a burger?" I'm like, "So there's somebody at a job right now, and his whole job is to push a button to do something make something go up, something go down. So he shouldn't get paid, but he making $800,000 a year, whatever, doing some goofy job in some off-brand secret service company, and he just making a boatload of money just because he knew somebody. He's there."
Right.
Like people, Snowden had no formal education.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Who's that?
You're absolutely right. Keep going, man. You gotta keep
Edward Snowden had no formal education. Yeah, this dude climbed the ladder. He in fact, only if he got a GED, did he?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't think he got his GED, but this dude climbed the ladder to be like some top secret office in Hawaii, and then moved over to like some top secret, with no education. He knew how to computer program. He just learned that skill. He just learned it. But I think every job deserves fair wages. I mean, hell, because we paying for it. I mean,
right.
McDonald's lines are always full, and the number one costs $8. Yeah, you got enough to pay these people, man.
That's crazy.
$8. I remember that shit was $2.99. I remember the Big Mac was you get a 1 for 1. Remember that the 2 for 2?
Yeah.
2 Big Macs for $2. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's like the 2 for 6.
Well, you understand. I mean, like the gross national product is going up at that certain amount of time.
Remember the 5 for 5, the 5 Arby's roast beef for $5?
Yeah.
That was a commercial, the 5 for 5.
Yeah, but again, with all the prices going up.
Everything's going up except for wages.
All right, so real quick, guys, because I think we come to the end here. There is going to be an impeachment in at least half of the federal government this year. What do you guys think about that?
Half? What?
Yeah. Because what is it? The Senate. The Senate is. Man, you know what? And for some reason, I can't think right this second. But
the Republican side is not going to impeach.
Correct.
But the Democrat is the majority. They will.
They will. Yeah, on one side.
So, but they need like 3 on the other side.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it'll happen. And you guys got to remember, like when Clinton was in there, it was the same situation. Even though he was a Democratic president. So, and I don't remember exactly. So, like the House was Democrat and the other was Republican. So he was impeached in one side and not impeached in the other side. That's why he stayed in office. So I got a feeling that the same thing is going to happen here. What do you guys think about it?
Yeah. But I wonder how that's going to affect the election. The impeached president is running. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder how that's going to...
Should that even happen?
It shouldn't, but I don't know what the rule is.
I'm sorry, what did you say, man?
It should not, but I don't know what the rule is.
Then what would you do?
What do you mean, what would I do?
Because you got to roll back. I mean, it's all the folks, not just you, but all the folks that voted for Trump, right? Which was a popular voter. I mean, a popular candidate.
He didn't win the popular vote, though.
Should probably vote for him again, right?
No.
Or are people changing their minds based on some of his actions?
You know who's getting momentum? Andrew Yang.
You keep on saying that, but I'm not. Here's the thing. Like
I'm telling you,
he's getting momentum. He's Asian, right?
He's getting
and so nobody like 70 and up is voting for him.
He's getting momentum because what's going on with that freedom dividend, Jokers is about that. And some of his other stuff, he's and not to mention he had a little bit of controversy because people are starting to complain that he wasn't getting the same airtime. MSNBC will leave him off the list. Like they would do all these things to kind of like deter, and so because of that, like he got like his campaign grew. I think in one day he got like over $1 billion in one day donated to his campaign, and people started. I mean, just because of the controversy, so people starting to know, and then like his polling numbers against Trump is better than Biden's. So there's a whole bunch of stuff, man. So I mean, it's interesting, man.
Ron, what do you think?
I mean, I would like to say that I would hope people are changing their mind, but I don't know that that's happening. I mean, I think the majority of people who were Trump supporters to start are even more supportive now.
Because he's being so much, he's persecuted.
I guess. I mean, he had a total toddler temper tantrum today on Twitter. That was a lot of tease. And I think that a lot of the people who like him are also toddlers throwing temper tantrums.
I think the Trump supporter, the extremists are with him. The ones that was like kind of on the middle of the fence, they gone. They not around that wave no more. Like his extreme, like his loyal followers gonna be there to the end. But the ones kind of like, I like his policy, I want to see what happened. Those people, yeah, was I was assume be run. Like, nah, yeah, I'm out. Then again, Ron might be in again.
But I think my mother and her husband will vote for him.
Yeah, they're extremists.
No, they're for sure in again. Yeah. And she's in again
because they say that the economy is the best it's ever been. They're those people.
Yeah. And I saw that the unemployment was like the lowest it's been since, whatever, like 3%.
Right.
But and again, these are all numbers that don't mean nothing because it's like when it was a recession. Remember, like 2005, we were in a recession, but I went to the mall. It was always packed. I'm like, what is a recession at? The malls, everybody's, I don't know.
It affects the fringes. I mean, I think most of the stuff affects the fringes, and really, it affects the middle class too. But like, they don't pay attention to it.
No,
because you go in there and like today, I can buy this shirt, and it's $12. If the economy's jacked up, I'm buying it for $12.50 or $12.73. So you don't even think about the fact that you're paying $12.73 now instead of $12 or $12.50.
Yeah, because the pennies don't matter. We don't equate to us, but as far as big business, those pennies mean everything.
The pennies mean everything. So I'm getting an extra 23 cents off of. I'm getting an extra 23 cents per thousand purchases.
Yeah. And that's where the nickel and dime come in, man. Nickel and dime, man.
So you're probably right. Now, there's some business owners out there. So like the farmers, I think the farmers are going to struggle with making the same decision because of all the tariffs. Because here's what happened. I think I told you guys this before. So the farmers said, there's a tariff. So now you can't sell them as much as you did. But then they said, but here's what we did for you guys. We gave you a subsidy. So all right. So I would have made $10 right, per what have you, right? But when you put that tariff on there, instead of making $10, I made $7 per. And then what you did was you said, well, no, you know what? Don't even worry about that. We're gonna give you a subsidy. So in that subsidy, we gave you an extra one. So you see what I'm saying? I'm still less than what I would have been doing, even though I got the subsidy. So I'm still down 2 bushels or what have you on that same thing. So that's why it doesn't work. Okay? Hopefully they see that. They may not, though. They may not see it. You know why? They come from old money. And 1 or 2 years of downtrodden, they are used to that.
Right. It's normal for them.
They're totally used to being down 1 or 2 or 4. If I'm down 2 years, because you got to think about it, they still had Obama rules, for the first 2 years, and the second 2 years, maybe for the first year, for the middle 2 years, they're down. They're going to be down for a couple years, and they'll be back up whenever the next president comes. So that's kind of how that goes, folks. I tell you what, you know what? I don't know what's the matter with my crew, but they are sleepy.
No, you sleepy.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not sleepy. You guys are sleepy. I'm watching y'all.
Hey, okay.
You fell asleep during the telecast.
When?
Just Yeah, exactly. You don't even remember. You don't even remember. So
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, for sure you did.
Doing
Hey,
tough
folks,
guys.
Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. You guys got anything? Any final words? Run that news. Any final run that news?
Not unless you want me to read these toddler temper tantrum tweets.
No. I'll tell you what. Go ahead.
You can check them out yourself. So I'll just read you snippets of my favorites. You have to look at the 17 instances of misconduct cited in the report. They are very bad. Very bad.
Very bad.
To impeach a president who has proven results, including producing perhaps the strongest economy in our country's history, to have one of the most successful presidencies ever, and most importantly, who has done nothing wrong, is sheer political madness. Hashtag 2020 election.
This dude is a full-on narcissist. How can you say I've done nothing?
Shifty
I've done nothing
Schiff.
wrong.
And guess, by the way, there's
What's his
not
name?
one politician ever that can say they've not done
No, I
nothing.
guess I've done nothing wrong.
Capitalized witch hunt.
This cat said I might be one of the best presidents in the history of the country. What the?
They all feel that, though.
Here's my favorite. Naylor said
But you're
that
right.
I pressured Ukraine to interfere with our 2020 election. Ridiculous, and he knows that's not true. Both the president and foreign minister of Ukraine said many times that there was no pressure. So to me that says they're going to interfere in the 2020 election. They just weren't pressured to do so. So yeah, he's a mess. Calling people shifty, talking about how all the transcripts are wrong, but he hasn't handed over any of the stuff.
Yeah, see, and that is the biggest issue is that he like you said, a narcissist. I mean, he feels like he's not doing anything incorrect. He feels like he's just moving about like he's supposed to.
And he's doing great things for America. That's what he truly believes.
What's that?
That he's doing great things for America. It's better because of him. And the black people love him because unemployment's down or whatever he says.
Hey, real quick, is Big Gates in the fantasy league? Is he doing well?
He is in the fantasy league.
He's
probably doing better
well,
than
man.
Jeezy.
Yeah, I suck.
He's doing better than me. I'm the one that's.
He
doing
might be better than
wrong.
me.
No, my team is
Because he for sure he asked.
I lost to the Big Sis by 100 points this
He
week.
just asked tonight. He's like, look, I got to recap. Oh, I see what it was. Look, he beat me. He beat me by 52 points, and now he's trying to gloat about it.
Come on, this week.
It might have been last week. I didn't look at
Because
it
this week we played again twice.
Well, look, you know what? Hold on.
He's dead last in the West.
Hold on. I will say this. This week, whatever this score is, I'm beating him by 20 some odd.
Yeah, but
He's 2-11.
But you play again, like next week, it goes over again.
that's
Like the roster stays the same. But the points are the same, so we play this round one.
He's dead last in the league.
So I beat him up. I beat him up last week.
But it ain't over, though. It ain't over with.
I still beat him up, but I ain't in the money no way, so it don't even matter.
But what I'm saying is he's dead last of all the people.
That's hilarious, man.
Moose, you're 4-9. He's 2-11.
Big Gates, man, shush. We don't even want to talk about it, man. It don't even matter at this point. Who's winning? Back that pass up.
Back that pass up.
It's just ridiculous. Man.
Ridiculous.
3 years in a row.
She's 12-1.
She's what?
She's 12-1.
3 years in a row. We have a female winning the league.
I won. That must have been 4 years ago.
Yeah, because I won 3 years ago.
They ran.
Who won that?
They won last year.
Did Back That Pass Up win last year too?
No.
I can't remember. I had to look at it.
The Littlest Seed won last year.
Yeah, the little
Yeah,
she won. She's a
yeah,
dude.
And then they'll be Back That Pass Up this year probably.
This is weird. All these newcomers, man.
Yeah, forget OBJ. And then, so anyway, man, Big Gates, we back, man. We apologize for being out. We know sometimes life catches up. But we definitely appreciate you, though, bro. Like I brag on you even off the air. All right, guys. Heavy Hitters Radio Show. We are tired.
We are
It's
tired.
been a long day.
And
the sun's been down for like 4 hours.
Man,
so
you know what I
we're
mean?
gonna shut it down.
I was ready to go to bed 2 hours ago.
We don't realize how impact that sun has an impact on your life, man.
I'm telling you what.
When you come home and that joint is dark, you like, man, it ain't but 9 o'clock.
Daylight savings time, folks.
Like right now, dude, like it's only 9:50.
Stop
You
it.
know
I
what,
thought it was
for
at least
me, I'm ready to
11.
shut it down.
But you know what I'm saying? But normally in the summertime, it'd be like 11 o'clock. We still going. Like, we
I
got
thought it was at least 11.
That's what it feels like, kind of.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Hey, folks, FBS Radio Show. Remember, we are where you are.
So get comfortable.
And come on in. Your
I'm
mom.
not saying.
Bitch.